Hi, guys. It's Tammy from Alternative Visions. I'm here to give you some spirit messages. Welcome to September. Can you believe how fast this year is going by? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, let's see what's all happening. To the divine, the ascended masters, heavenly angels. Any messages for the collective? Anyone who may see this, please give me some messages for the collective at this time for Labor Day weekend. So I was trying to come out too. I know in a lot's happening right now for a lot of you. I know there's been some losses. Some people have left this world. We did get the returning home card, and it is a number 44. So some of you may have lost somebody recently. This is the transition, life between lifetimes, loving welcome. We sit by the bed of a loved one who's approaching their time to depart this life, and we see their eyes change, filled with wonder, as they move between the worlds and prepare to enter the hidden world of the afterlife. This time will come to us all, again and again, and each time we learn more of what it means to begin to die. Dying is understood. Death and the awareness of it is not. So we sit and we take their hand, and their eyes see into realms we cannot see at this time, as they prepare to pass through the gates. And when they do, it will be to a celebration. Those who have loved them await on the other side of that gate that stands between life and death. They are no fantasy. They are present and real and beloved to the person who is departing. They will tend the soul as it rises up and shepherd that soul identity into the life that lies between lives. They will be hugged and welcomed, and tears of joy will be shed. There will be no more pain. There will be no more sorrow. There will be no more disease or wounds. There they will be reunited with the others who have departed before them. And if in this life they felt they were alone, beyond that gate they will be met by true friends and family of their soul. If not from this lifetime, then from lifetimes already lived. The joy, the bliss, the ecstasy of that reunion is not possible for us to comprehend fully, for we who are here in the midst of our lifetime can sometimes only relate to the sorrow of their passing. But I say to you now, friend, your homecoming will be as beautiful, as full of true love as theirs will be. Between the lives we dwell for a time, and then we are offered choices for the next developmental stage of our soul. But now is not the time to talk of that. Now is the time to let go and farewell them as they prepare to go home. When we depart this life, we will all be greeted with love, light, blessings, and joy on the other side. I can let go knowing that those I love will be cared for and joyous in the reunion that awaits them. So if you are having a difficult time with the loss of a loved one, or a loved one may be beginning their transition into the afterlife, understand that there's a huge party waiting for them. That's all I'm saying. Huge party waiting for them. Okay. A lot of us have been going through a lot of soul growth also. It hasn't been an easy journey this year for many of us, and we still have a little ways to go. But just think, we're in month number 9, okay? This year, blink your eyes, think back. We're in September already. Look at how fast these months have flown by. So much has been learned in these last several months. And I want you to see that. I want you to be able to look back at that, because so much has been acquired in this time, in these 9 months. So many lessons, so many people with their masks falling off, even you. Going within, being able to see where the pain came from as you grew out of it, where your soul needed to take you. You had to dive deep, and you're coming up and you're coming out. Everybody's at a different level of this. That death shedding of the skin, your old skin, the old paradigm, the old belief systems, all dying off, coming into the new. We have the Light Dancer card next. The number is a 24. This is the illumination, the radiant self, shining soul. I love these cards. They're so pretty. There's the Light Dancer. So with a Light Dancer, each of us is designed to find within us the light we see outside of ourselves. And with our 5 senses, we cannot see all that is. We cannot take in all that is truly within this world, the universe. But through reaching for the light that lies within us all, you have sought to become a more loving person. You have searched for the oneness and lost the sense of division. For moments, there have been pure bliss, and when it has departed, you have been sad, as though you have failed. As a human being, you cannot perceive all that is all the time. But in those moments when the bliss and peace of the truth of our connection, the acceptance of our transitory journey within, and through our bodies, the alignment with values that respect and love the earth, where we find union with others like ourselves, we find ourselves dancing with the light. Life has an ease and flow to it, and we feel we could reach out a hand and touch the stars. This moment has come to you, even if you have forgotten its power, and it is here to remind you again of the beauty of the heart and soul, of the relationship you have to the infinite, which lies within you and without you. The Light Dancer tenderly touches what she can see in the hidden spaces of the universe and within your heart. When she comes to you, it is to remind you that you too are a light dancer, a being of the infinite universe, and you are as graceful, as aware, and as tender as she is. The illumination to this card is I am evolving into an enlightened being, dancing with the light that dwells within me. So congratulations to those of you who have been on this spiritual journey. We all are, right? Just a human experience. Understand that all of this stuff, it's all for soul's growth. Don't forget to take the lessons with you. The lessons that you have been learning. We also, the next card that came out was the season, Spirit of Spring. This has to do with freedom, action, and power. So some of you may be breaking free from some situations. Looks like an earthly spirit, doesn't it? She comes to touch the world into awakening again. Each cycle follows its course, and at her point on the cycle, the spirit of spring emerge and do their work. Each has their part to play, from fairy to the goddess who breathes life back into the still world. When she comes to you, no matter what part of the external cycle you are at, inside it will be your spring. This is your renaissance. This is your time of jasmine and sweetness. This is the time to consider what it is you will grow. And you must hurry, dear one, to catch this energy which is coming to you, bursting up through the blood, through the cells, and into the mind, where ideas will be born that will shape the world yet to come. You are a part of the next step on this planet, and you must make true and real within that world the ideas which now arise within you. For this spirit of spring is urging you to recreate the world anew, to initiate the ideas, and to fulfill the promise of conception. You have work to do, dear one, a vocation to fulfill, and it is beyond the numbing plod of the slave machine that can be our culture. You have more to give than that. It is pushing through the limitations that seem to be all about you. You are free, free to make your life your garden, free to become what your nature has destined you to be, free to make wild the life the forces within the paradigms would prefer to enslave for their purposes. The power of pure, fresh, sweet life is within you. Let it pour through you. Arise up out of you. Take root into your soul and blossom through words and actions, choices and commitments. Do not hesitate. The time for action and growth is now. Touch your life as she does, for you are her and she is you. And once this is recognized, you can never be taken prisoner again. The illumination to this card is, when I grow and act, I free not only myself, but all around me are freed in return. Remember, as we grow, sometimes we have to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve us. She is the dark and the light. It is the rebirth. It is the renewal. This bird has eggs. The darkness with the stars in the sky, the lightness of being in her human form, and then the lightness, the new growth in the forest. Look closely at this card. The tree of life is behind her. I can see the roots from where she had come, and they grew around her, and she's coming out of them. And there's a tree in front of her. It's like she doesn't know where she's headed. But the tree in front of her, there's some windy roads ahead, but she will be making, there's growth. There's little branches that go off of her windy road, and I feel that there's growth, new birth along her path as she starts to head up her new road, her new self-discovery. Spirit, give me messages for the collective here in my group. Please give me messages for the collective here in my group. Please give me messages of what's to come for the people in my group. Thank you, God. Yes, I see it. It's time to create harmony within yourself if you've been struggling with that. The best way to do that is to try to go someplace and meditate and have some nature time. You and God, you and Spirit. You need some time in nature to ground yourself, to rebalance yourself. I feel nature will be speaking to you. This is the second bird picture that I've seen with you guys. This is the owl. This is mindful wisdom. You have the sight now. By going within, sitting underneath the oak tree or another tree. Each tree has specific properties that you can go sit underneath that tree. And an oak tree would be hard and rigid, where the willow kind of flows with the wind. As life goes, you flow, right? So depending on what it is that you're working on, you can sit underneath a specific tree for specific properties that it may be able to heal you and share with you, or you may be able to take energy. It is an equal give and take. Trees are very healing. It is now also time, when you go out in nature and you're able to meditate and you go within, because the great owl, the universe is within us, right? So the great owl within you, this is going to create peace, which is going to create open communication with the ascended masters who are around you at this time. So this is really, really good. The messages are going to be able to come through clearly. I've been receiving a lot of messages about throat chakras being cleansed at this time. People are able to speak more clearly. And I think if you're in a situation at all where you're very confused, you're trying to juggle and figure out, do I turn left? Do I turn right? You're at a crossroads. If you get the time to sit out in nature, maybe even this weekend, really just sit in quiet, away from others, sit by some water, and just allow things to flow through you. Listen to the sounds of the forest around you. They said there's another card they want to share. Hold on. Some of you are having emotional challenges at this time. And with that, you need to resolve the issue. What is it that's upsetting you? Is it you yourself? Is it an external person to you? Is it something that's been eating at you for a long time? You just want resolve? Don't let fear hold you back from expressing yourself to another individual. Yeah. Once you heal these challenges emotionally, once you heal any relationship that may have been broken from the past, once you let go, and you really need to allow yourself to feel these emotions. I feel some of you are not allowing yourself to cry. You're holding back. You need to not do that. You need to really emote. You really need to take some time for yourself. And if you don't have the freedom or the space to do that because you have others around you and your family, all you have to do is go in the shower. It's that simple. Go in the shower. After you do that, you have potential to grow. This is a rebirth card. It's like an egg. The light within the egg is ready to burst forth. And I love the green around the egg, the golden egg, because in here it is literally the heart. green is the heart chakra, and in the purple, this is all crown chakra. In the purple and the light surrounding the egg is just beautiful. It's like a dragon's egg. So you have great potential here if you do the work. Some of you, I'm hearing, you're at the final stages of your work. You know, it's been a difficult year, like I said. We still got some time to go. This is interesting. 2020 adds to a 4. And they're showing me the 4 of Swords card, which is where there's a lot of healing going on after heartbreak. And I was thinking of like how COVID hit us and it shut the world down, right? The entire world was put on pause. It's a rest time. It is a healing time for many. And I know there were a lot of essential workers out there that had to work through the whole thing, but I feel there was a lot that happened during that time where we were put on our rest. It's like when a doctor says bed rest this many days. Spirit put us in a cocoon, put us into an egg. As the world reopened, there were challenges to face. Masks fell off of people around you. You were seeing people for their true colors, who they were. This created some challenges because you realized that some people weren't honest with you. There was some deception. Seeing people for who they truly were, this made you shed a lot of tears. There was a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. Some of you felt very alone during this time when you had this this veil removed from your eyes. And some of you had your masks fall off. It changed many. It's touched all our lives in one way or another. And there was growth that was set forward that allowed us to start awakening to our soul's path, our soul's journey. So at this time, timing is very critical. If you have ideas given to you by the universe, if you have projects that you have started and you haven't really taken the time out to put them into action, you need to get that started now. Time is critical. This is the celestial gatekeeper. They are keeping their eye on you. If you don't take action, they will find somebody else to do it. Act with care. Use love and light in all you say, you act upon, you do. Just even in your thoughts. Our thoughts are very powerful. We are all so very powerful. What you put out, you will get in return immediately. Voice your concerns to the cosmic ancestors. They are listening. They can act on your behalf. Whatever it is that you need, ask for their help. They're here to help you. They want me to change decks. Holy Spirit, help me to be a clear channel. Any messages for the collective in this read that you want to get across for this Labor Day weekend. Any messages you wish to get across through this Labor Day weekend. Please help me to be a clear channel. Thank you. Wow, that was fast. Yeah. So as you know, we've been closing out old cycles, right? So now we have the Angel of New Beginnings here. They're going to help us walk into our new beginning. Some of you are still kind of stuck in your mind with decisions. But don't worry, it's out of your hands at this time. It's in God's hands. Spirit's going to make things happen. Time for the make you or break you type of thing. Yes, and again, put those down. The Angel of New Beginnings. Congratulations, you've made it. Spirit wants you to really believe, really, really believe in your dreams. Believe in yourself. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of happiness, okay? Remember to ground yourself during your meditations. Take the time out in nature. Enjoy the beauty. God is an artist. I can't keep my head out of the clouds. And I'm an air sign too, but I'm just saying, like, I'm always looking up. I love the clouds, and they've had such interesting formations this year. I always see faces. I see angels. I always have to take pictures of them. Pay attention to your surroundings when you're in nature. If an animal comes up to you, look up that animal, see what qualities it has. What was it? Ted Andrews, the spirit animals. Wonderful guide on Google. You can look up that animal spirit and see. Oh, okay. See what qualities it has, because our spirit animal changes all the time. Some of us have a power animal that's with us our whole life, but our spirit animal can change to give us warnings, to let us know what's coming, or what properties we may need to take on in our life for our next phases of life. What messages do you have for the collective, Spirit? Hold on, guys. These cards, they haven't been used very much. I love them. They're beautiful, but I save them for when Spirit wants me to use them. Yeah. You guys are clearing out the old debris, all the karmic stuff. Some of you have had some of the past returning to you, people contacting you out of the blue, and you're able to see how much you've grown spiritually too, because they don't affect you in the way that they used to. You've become strong. You've become powerful. You're empowered. I don't like the word power. It's just, you know what you're worth now. Okay, so the first card that came out was Soul Child. This is a 14, and that adds to a 5, which means changes. Let's see what the book says. They want me to read from the book on this. Excuse me, guys. Words are so small. Rebirth is upon you, beautiful child of the universe. You have prepared for new life, and it is starting right now. The divine moment of rebirth, which occurs after a period of struggle, of intense inner work and physical transformation, it has arrived. Enjoy getting to know this new self. It is a new day, a new beginning, a new you. Like an adventurer enjoying the discovery of a brand new world, take your time to explore the increase of your light, power, and your love. You have undergone the death of the old order. Nothing is as it was, nor will it be so again. You have had to learn detachment, to release and let go over and over again. In so many ways you have experienced inner death as you have bravely surrendered that which no longer serves your growth at this lifetime, even if you once loved it dearly or couldn't imagine life without it. Deep inside, through that process, your soul has been gathering energy. It has been drawing it away from the old forms of your life and relationships, from your old beliefs about health, finances, work, and from what used to hold meaning for you. It has done so in order to feed the new soul child being carried within your body. This new you is filled with divine light, love, and power. Your inner soul child, this newly integrated self, is preparing for birth now. From that which is no longer, something new is now being born. You are ready for the next cycle or phase of your life. This is exciting, you guys. Even if, like a newborn colt learning to stand steady on shaky legs, you are not sure of your strength, be reassured. The new self you are experiencing will grow strong and powerful soon enough. Let confidence in your new self emerge. Reflect upon how different you are now to a year or even a month ago. Be curious about who you are now. Do not expect the same reactions or experiences you encountered in your past. It is a time of celebration and acknowledgement that a new day, a new you, has begun a journey in the physical world, that you shall enjoy the divine harvest of all of your growth and effort. This card can also indicate that a child around you, perhaps one about whom you may have been thinking deeply, is particularly gifted or spiritually oriented. This child may have an important mission this lifetime and needs your loving support and spiritual encouragement to thrive into that mission, according to his or her own divine timing. This card may also be a sign that a new business idea, professional or personal relationship, or lifestyle choice is going to support the growth of your spirit in a positive and encouraging way. If this is the case, that new idea or connection will lead to the birth of creative new programs, ideas, and structures in your life. On the other hand, if something has been flagging in energy or success, but you are not yet inclined to give it up, this oracle comes as confirmation and encouragement. Rebirth is going to happen. Do not give up. Sometimes it is darkest just before the dawn. The invocation for this card: I am a child of the universe, divinely loved and empowered to grow into a shining, radiant soul of love. May all aspects of my life journey be blessed to grow into their most beautiful and loving form. May all the people and ideas that are in need of protection, so they may grow into their divine fullness, be blessed and supported by unconditional love. Through divine grace, so be it. I feel that this is coming. I feel you're kind of going through it right now, but I feel this is still coming. This was a 14 that adds to a 5. The next card that fell out is an actual number 5. So yeah, the change is here. This card is karmic clearing, okay? You are fast outgrowing a level of consciousness to which are attached particular wounds, issues, and struggles. As you outgrow that consciousness, these issues will release their grip on you. You are receiving divine notice that karmic clearing is taking place through a combination of your own efforts and spiritual grace from the heart of the divine. It is time for an old wound to be released once and for all. Karma is not punishment. Karma is essentially our soul's lesson plan for this lifetime, carried over from past lifetimes. It is the way we grow and develop as a soul, sometimes through challenges and sometimes through blessings. Our positive karma is seen in the skills and talents we have mastered over many lifetimes. Also, when opportunities flow easily and healing happens swiftly, there is a sense of positive karma, an easy grace that happens swiftly, or that effortlessly takes place in your life. This is what happens when we are clear enough of our own past pain to have little resistance between us and the natural flow of life. More challenging karma is revealed in the lessons we are still learning. These usually appear in the guise of painful circumstances or reactions that repeat themselves in our lives. The stronger the soul, the more challenging the lesson it is willing to master in this lifetime. As with any education, the higher the level of training, the more demanding the work. When you are working through big challenges, it is often a sign that you are on an advanced spiritual path. Must you always have struggle in your life as an advanced soul? Of course not. As you master your lessons, you will find you develop an ability to live your life more peacefully. However, it would be incorrect to interpret a struggle as a sign that you are not progressing spiritually. Sometimes the more painful a struggle has been, the more difficult it can be to release that pain and associated memories or scars. The spiritual worlds know you are in need of divine intervention to help clear a pattern that was once painfully lodged in your body, mind, and soul. Enough of the struggle. Divine love now offers healing and freedom. We clear karma by learning to trust and relax, by choosing not to punish ourselves with shame, guilt, fear, or unworthiness, by continuing to balance our efforts with a surrender into divine grace. We take responsibility for our own healing, doing all that we can, and trusting that the universe will lovingly and effectively handle everything else so that we can progress and succeed. There is a fly in here and he's driving me crazy. If you have been struggling with a long-term issue, this oracle card comes as a particular sign that the universe wants to step in and assist you. Repeat the invocation below for at least 6 days and nights. Invite this healing blessing of karmic clearing through love into your life now. Are you guys ready? If you wish to timestamp this, you can do it now. What am I at here? 39:33. I call upon the karmic board of ascended beings, angels, guides, and holy ones who love me unconditionally, and ask for your divine blessing, healing, and assistance now. I open myself up to divine grace, divine love, and karmic absolution. I choose to surrender my attachment to the suffering I have experienced. I have learned and been willing to go through this experience, and yet I am now willing to learn and grow through a higher vibrational experience of love. Through divine authority and my own free will, this karmic clearing manifests now, according to the highest law of love. May this blessing reach into the hearts of all beings according to divine compassion, mercy, and grace. So be it. 6 days and nights, you guys, so you can have help with anything that you've been stuck on clearing. Some of you guys, I don't know about you, but my vision, it's been healing, except for reading, but I had a deficit of seeing far away and close up. And my regular glasses I haven't needed. I have needed my reading ones, though. These words are so tiny. Orbs of light. The spiritual worlds are delivering a message to you. You may have already heard it through telepathic reception and mistaken it for your own thought. Yet it is inspired by your higher guidance, those spiritual beings that love you without condition. It is an answer to a question and guidance to increase your happiness. It is possible to pray without realizing it. The universe is lovingly listening to every thought and feeling in your heart and mind. When you intentionally speak to the universe and ask your higher guidance to help you with an issue, this is a powerful way to call the light into your life. It works, often quite rapidly. However, sometimes we ask for help without being so aware of doing so. Worrying about an issue or pondering a question are ways this happens. There are orbs of light around you. They are spiritual beings that love you. These orbs contain information and energies that help answer questions and worries through the intelligence of love of the higher spiritual worlds. That information might come through a song, a phrase, a feeling, or a color or symbol that unlocks awareness in the deeper recesses of your mind and your body. Orbs are always around us, but appear in more concentrated form, both in quantity and quality, in certain places and at certain times, including when your energy is in a particularly soft and receptive, high-frequency state. Orbs naturally gravitate towards high energy. This doesn't mean you have to be on the go constantly. Higher energy can be created when you're very still, by raising your frequency to a higher vibrational state. You can do this by regularly meditating on love and healing. You can place yourself in a state that is most attractive to orbs of light by relaxing, opening your heart, and feeling good. You are also most likely to perceive them around you in this state, which can be a fun and beautiful experience. Orbs are often only seen in photographs, where they appear as a soft ball of light. If they are enhanced and magnified, patterns, symbols, and faces can sometimes be seen within them. This is part of the loving genius of the spirit world, the way that light can reach the earth in form, helping to raise frequency from fear to love. Being in nature and doing some invocations to unconditional love creates an energy that is very attractive to orbs. So is group work based in love, such as meditating together to clear a sacred space in nature, then dancing and praying together in that space with joyful devotion to love. This attracts high-level guidance because a group can be a container powerful enough to generate and hold the higher frequencies of love. This can also happen for individuals, but group energy can be a powerful and effective way to attract a great downpour of spiritual grace. Clearing the energy of your home and calling in higher guidance to bless you and your home each day, perhaps with the invocation below, will also create a space in which orbs of light can more easily visit you, bringing their uplifting energy and healing light. To access the information of these orbs of light, to be open to seeing them more clearly, whether directly with your own energetic vision, through clairvoyance, or through photographs or other means, you can use the invocation below. Another invocation, this one with the orbs, 4528. I call upon the unconditionally loving orbs of light. Please bring me information, healing, energy, and joy as I open my heart to the loving presence of the higher spiritual worlds here and now. I ask to see, feel, and know the loving intelligence of the orbs of light in ways that are relaxing, encouraging, joyful, and kind. I ask for the orbs of light to bring peace and blessing to this space, to consecrate it as sacred, and to protect it so that only energies of light, love, and higher consciousness may enter. May the unconditionally loving orbs of light bless all those who can benefit from their presence. Through divine love and my own free will, so be it. I love these cards. This is the Lightworker Oracle. The other ones that I used, the Lucy Cavendish, I don't know how to pronounce her name right, the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Those are beautiful too. I don't know if I have the box for this. I do not. I have other cards here, but I don't remember what they're. I don't have the box, so I can't tell you who they are. Anyway, you guys, congratulations on the spiritual work you've been doing for yourself. This has been a collective message for you. If it resonated, please leave a comment below. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear from you. Please hit that like, thumbs up. Help me to grow my channel. I am very grateful to be able to be here on YouTube to help you guys as you grow spiritually. I will be back to do the signs in groups: air, earth, water, and fire. Okay? Thank you, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Many blessings to you. Namaste.